Eliud Kipchoge does it again. Welcome to the 2022 Berlin Marathon. The record books are once again rewritten at this event. Eliud Kipchoge was a man on a mission. Believe me when I say, this was another amazing performance by the greatest marathoner this world has ever seen. Eliud Kipchoge requested prior to the race to be taken out in 60 minutes and 50 seconds for the halfway mark. That means a new personal best was definitely the goal. He will be paced by Moses Koech, whose PB in the half marathon is 59:31, which is considered not legal, but still a runner who can go out and run that kind of pace. The second pacer is Noah Kipchoge, whose PB in the half is 60 minutes and 52 seconds. Eliud Kipchoge, a 37-year-old who ran a few miles to and from school as a kid, took a more conventional route to the 26.2-mile event. A standout on the track, he became the world 5,000 meter champion at age 18, then transitioned to the roads after missing Kenya's Olympic team in 2012. The first 5K split of this race was 14:14, with Kipchoge, Adola, and Behelu leading the race in the men's race. This is 10 seconds faster than what Kipchoge split in the 2018 race. Over the last decade, he became the greatest of all time in the marathon, winning 14 of his 16 marathons, and the first person to break 2 hours over the distance in the Inuit 159 Challenge, a non-record eligible event. His last appearance in the German capital was in 2018, where he took the world record down from 2 hours, 2 minutes and 57 seconds to 2 hours, 1 minute and 39 seconds. The 10K split would be 28:22, well under the world record pace, which was 29:01 in Eliud Kipchoge's 2018 performance. Adola would start to fall behind pace just slightly. Kipchoge no doubt returned to Berlin rather than enter November's New York City Marathon for the first time, which he plans to do in the coming years because he feels he can bring the record down even further. At the 15K mark, Adola was behind a little further back at this point. In the front was Kipchoge and Behelu. They would cross in a time of 42:32. Compare that to the 2018 performance. This would put Kipchoge and Behelu 56 seconds under the 43:38 time. New York City is too hilly for fast times. The last 7 times the men's marathon world record has been broken, it has come in Berlin. To Kipchoge, a good race isn't just about the time or the victory. It has become somewhat of a model to inspire people to be active and to show no human is limited. 20K in, and the pace is 1 minute and 12 seconds under the world record pace. Kipchoge and Behelu right behind the 3 pacers leading the men's elite race. Halfway through the marathon distance, and they are under 1 hour. Time on the clock, 59 minutes and 50 seconds. This is 1 minute faster than what Kipchoge requested before the race. Now this is mind-blowing. Sub 60 in the first half, and the sub 2 hour performance back in 2019 gave Kipchoge the confidence to push himself to this kind of pace. Keep in mind that Kipchoge was able to negative split in his world record performance in the 2018 edition. Even if he was able to split 1 hour for the final half, it would put him under the 2 hour barrier. The men split the 25K in 1 hour, 11 minutes and 8 seconds. Now 1 minute and 16 seconds ahead of the world record pace. At this point, the last pacer drops out of the race, and it will be up to Kipchoge to finish the last 15 kilometers of this race. Behelu starts to drop behind pace after this point and will continue to drop second by second. Kipchoge's manager said before the race that Eliud is just as fit as he was when he broke the world record in 2018, so he's a little more experienced when it comes to running that kind of pace. 30K with the clock at 1 hour, 25 minutes and 40 seconds. The difference between the world record pace drops to 1 minute and 5 seconds. Kipchoge is still way ahead of what he was at in 2018, and also way ahead of Behelu, who could no longer stay at the incredible pace of Kipchoge. His manager also stated that on a bigger scale, the Paris 2024 Olympics is absolutely in the front of his mind. The World Marathon Majors, he has won 4 out of the 6 races. 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 10 seconds. This is what Eliud Kipchoge crosses the 35K mark. He was running consistent 253 and 254 kilometers, one after another. 44 seconds still ahead of the world record pace, and sub 201 was still possible. There are still 2 races remaining that he hasn't been yet, Boston and New York City. So that's absolutely also one of the targets in the coming years. Kipchoge can become the first person to win 3 Olympic marathons. Kipchoge is considered the greatest marathon in history by a significant margin. If the times back that up, his personal best should be well clear of Bekele, 2 hours, 1 minute, and 41 seconds, which he ran in the 2019 edition of the race. Bekele is arguably the greatest runner in history over all distances as the former world record holder at 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters. A key difference between these two is that Kipchoge has had an incredible marathon career, while Bekele's marathon career has had its ups and downs. Eliud Kipchoge winning the 2022 Berlin Marathon puts him in a category of his own. Haile Gebrselassie, the former world record holder from Ethiopia, earned his last marathon win at 36. 39 seconds still ahead of the world record pace after passing the 40K mark. Bekele, now 40, hasn't been within 5 minutes of that 2 hours, 1 minute, and 41 seconds since he ran it in 2019. Now it was just a matter of how much more Kipchoge had in the tank to take off as much time as he could from his world record. Now 15 out of 17 wins in Kipchoge's historic marathon career. The 2015, 2017, 2018, and now the 2022 edition of the Berlin Marathon belong to the one and only Eliud Kipchoge. Eliud Kipchoge goes into the final stretch of the race and he can taste the world record. 4 out of 5 with the 2013 edition as one of only 2 losses in his career. Clock ticks 2 hours and 1 minute, and just 9 seconds later, Kipchoge crosses the line to break his world record by 30 seconds. 2 hours, 1 minute, and 9 seconds is the official time, and Eliud Kipchoge separates himself from Bekele's time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 41 seconds to make him the greatest marathoner of all time. This performance only makes his marathon legacy even harder for anyone to ever compete against. Everyone in the world just witnessed another historical performance by Eliud Kipchoge, the only man to ever go under the 2-hour barrier. We are witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime athlete whose career will be talked about for years to come. Thank you for watching these highlights of the 2022 Berlin Marathon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more running content. I will see you in the next one.